me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine.
Welcome to Greenlight Maine. This is our last episode of our Best of the Best series before we start our college edition. I'm Julene Gervais. Thanks for joining us. We have brought back so many companies this season, from food and beverage, aquaculture, skincare, apps, you name it, we have it. And tonight we're talking about rocket ships and a high-tech gaming company. Very cool. And later we'll have a conversation with Alyne Cistone about our new series called Elevating Voices. But first, we'd like to welcome tonight's panel of judges. First, we have Tom Kittredge from Maine Technology Institute. Hi, Tom.
Hi, thanks. It's great to be back. My name is Tom Kittredge. I work for the Maine Technology Institute. And MTI exists to support and foster Maine's innovation economy. And very excited to hear tonight's pitches.
And it's great to have you back. Next, we have Maria Forney from Oracle. Hi, Maria.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Maria Forney. I am a member of the technology board with Maine Technology Institute. I have over 20 years experience in the IT sector in both the startup and enterprise structures. And I currently work at Oracle, where I lead the Oracle for Startups Global Business Development team. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're so happy to have you. Nice addition to the team. And finally, welcome back, Nick Rimsa from Tortoise Labs.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here. I am a product designer for Tortoise Labs. We are a software design and development team based in Waterville. Can't wait to see the pitches.
Great. Our first company is out of this world, and they are getting ready for blast off. Let's watch bluShift Aerospace and Sasha Derry.
Hi, I'm Sasha Derry, the CEO and founder of bluShift Aerospace. bluShift is Maine's rocket company. In an industry with well-known freight trains to space like SpaceX and a few bus lines to space, bluShift will be the Uber to space. We will provide academic and commercial customers with small, dedicated launch services for delivering any payload under 30 kilograms to space. Our business model leverages our highly modular, nimble, low-cost Marvel rocket technology, which we developed under a NASA grant, with Maine's unique geographic advantage to launch satellites into polar orbit. The market for these small payload launch services to space is expected to grow to over $69 billion over the next decade. bluShift intends to see a portion of that brought back here to Maine. The bluShift team consists of 6 key individuals with degrees in sciences and engineering. Our professional experiences cover aerospace engineering, decades of business management, mechanical, electrical, and software engineering. And it's talent like this we want to bring more of back to Maine. At the time of this recording, we are weeks away from launching Stardust 1.0. We'll be launching from Limestone at the former Loring Air Force Base. And we'll be carrying 3 customer payloads, including 2 commercial ones, an academic one as well from Falmouth High School. And they'll be carried in enclosures like this. These are payload enclosures. Now, upon successful completion of this launch, we will seek out private investment funds in a convertible note round with angel investors. And then we will immediately begin building and launching our full-scale commercial suborbital launch services. And 2 to 3 years after that, begin our orbital launch services. But the real question for us here today is a decade from now. What do we want others to think about when they think about working in Maine? Yes, today we are known for our lobsters, our blueberries, fantastic brews, but tomorrow we will be known for our nimble, innovative aerospace sector that has a touch of Yankee ingenuity. So together, let's make the future of space exploration made in Maine. Thank you.
Sasha, your pitch gave me chills. You will be the first. Limestone deserves this. The county deserves this. And I hope every news outlet in the country covers this because it's amazing.
Thank you, Julene. We're very excited and very anxious, but this could be something very novel and new for Maine in our first entry of Maine into the aerospace industry with its first bio-derived fuel-powered rocket.
Awesome. All right, let's kick off the questions with Tom.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and Sasha, I thought the pitch was fantastic. My question is, so obviously building rockets is very capital intensive, and it's going to take us some time for you to start generating revenue. And I'm wondering, how do you bridge where you are now to where you'd like to be in a few years from a capital perspective?
Yeah, so what we want to go through a number of rounds of fundraising. Initially, we want to use angel funding to get us to the point where we're launching payloads suborbitally space. And that those first suborbital payloads will be commercial customers that will help in part fund our progress in R&D manufacturing to get us to low Earth orbit launches a few years later. We anticipate that we will be able to generate enough revenue to actually pay for our full operations within 1 to 2 years of providing just suborbital services. But we will need additional VC funding, we expect, to get us to the point where we're launching fully into low Earth orbit.
Maria, next question.
Sasha, excellent pitch, very inspiring. Following up on Tom's question, who are your target customers and how will you reach them?
Sure. Our target customers, our initial target customers are academic and civil research customers looking to do anything in space. So initially, our suborbital customers will take things to space. Could be biology experiments, could be broadband technology experiments, could be space experiments, 3D printing in space experiments. As we build up our capacity and our capabilities and our customer service, we will be branching into providing these launch services to commercial customers. One such as, there's a famous one, or a relatively famous one known as Planet, that provides Earth imaging once a day. It could be for companies like OneWeb that want to provide broadband-based services, communication services around the globe to anywhere, whether you're in Limestone or in Portland, Maine, or in Puerto Rico. So initially, we're going to start off with folks that are looking to do experiments in space and move to commercial customers later on.
Nick.
Sasha, so cool. I watched it a number of times because my mind was just a lot bit blown. So you mentioned a number of customers in the video, and I'm curious, what's right in front of you? What's the biggest challenge that you have in order to serve those customers as you'd like to?
I think the biggest challenge, there's the challenge of technology. There's a challenge of finances for us to get there. But I think the biggest challenge is our biggest opportunity, and that is the level of service that we can provide to our customers. And I think that level of service is not only how we interact with our customers, but the experience our customers have in coming to Maine. And I think that's where the big opportunity is. It's not only just about aerospace and space, but it's about doing it here in Maine, a state that's used to welcoming people from around the world to visit.
Congratulations, Sasha, on all you've accomplished and all that's to come for you. We couldn't be happier for you. We need to take a quick break. We'll be right back after a word from our underwriters. Don't go away.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, if you want to innovate and if you want to grow, if you're an organization here in Maine, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
Eaton Peabody, a Maine-based law firm serving generations of Maine businesses and families from offices in Augusta, Bangor, Brunswick, Ellsworth, and Portland.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our second company has deep roots in the gaming industry, a $165 billion industry, formerly known as Eager Games. Let's watch Chuck Carter Media.
Hi, my name is Chuck Carter, and I am the founder of Chuck Carter Media. We are a studio with a primary focus on helping companies create and implement augmented reality branding for a variety of social media platforms like Instagram or Facebook. Now, by augmented reality, I mean being able to place a graphic, a three-dimensional or two-dimensional graphic, into a scene that a customer will be able to share with any one of these social media platforms or networks. As an example, we're currently finishing up a project with Mason's Brewery. And we've taken their character, the hipster, and we've created a three-dimensional character of that version of that character that is capable of sharing a screen with you, the user, on your phone or your tablet. And by that I mean you can take your phone, change the camera so it's looking at you, and once you have the hipster in the scene and pose him just right, you can have the hipster animating directly behind you in your scene in real time, and you can snap a picture or take a video. That we want to do our own internal projects. We have a series of children's books that essentially will open up in front of you in whatever space you happen to be, and you look at it through your camera lens or through your phone or your tablet, and you can watch the book, such as a children's book, come alive. Some of the stuff that we're doing we do things for NASA, for instance, and Caltech and JPL. And we have a couple of projects we're working with them right now that will last until March that involve a segment of that work involves augmented reality in a way that helps explain very technical issues. One of the things that we need help with, essentially, is our marketing. Our experience is very deep. We've been doing this for a long time. Personally, I've been doing computer graphics for 30 years. I started out in video games doing a game called Myst back in the early 90s and 25 other video games after that. I've also have a deep well of experience doing work for science illustration and animation, including clients like National Geographic, NASA, Caltech, Scientific American, and a whole lot of others. And we have a pool of artists and programmers that are contributing to our various projects right now. We're working with another company currently in Portland to create a variety of other things for, like, say, Hannaford. Anyway, marketing, that's where we need help. We need help to promote our services to clients worldwide. We also want to basically promote our internal content to be able to sell all the things that we're trying to do. Thanks. Bye.
Chuck, that was amazing. And you are a celebrity in my household because I have two gamers and I have the Steam credit card charges to prove it. And you have diversified so much. So good for you.
Well, thank you.
All right, let's kick off the questions with Nick.
Hey, Chuck, awesome pitch. I would love to hear a little bit about the customer feedback that you've gotten so far and just generally how that's been going.
Well, customer feedback from the couple of projects that we've actually done for customers, we're just starting right now as a company, but it's been excellent. I mean, probably the biggest one we've gotten so far is from Mason's Brewery, and they keep giving us new things to do and trying out a lot of different AR projects for them to promote their products and stuff, but it's been very, very good. The work I do with like NASA and everything else like that, I've been doing work for them for close to 15 years, and they've given me more work over the last 2 or 3 months than I've had in a long time.
Nice. Maria.
Chuck, congratulations on your pitch. My question is, how differentiated is the product that you've developed compared with some of the other available options that are in the market today?
Well, one of the things that besides, there's two parts to the company, the kind of like client level, sort of thing, where we produce things for the clients. But as far as our own stuff, I think what differentiates us really isn't so much about technology, but the content, the way we present the content. With some 30 years in video games, I've gotten very good at being able to tell stories visually with the help of a lot of people. And one of the things that I think what we can do while like just simply working with a couple children's book illustrators we have right now is that we're telling their stories, and we're going to do it in a way that's going to be fun for anybody to basically, play the game or play the book out, or look at the different types of educational products we want to make. A lot of the stuff is our own content, which gives us a lot of freedom. We don't really have to answer to literally anybody. And one of the guiding principles I've had throughout my whole career essentially is, if it's not fun to make this, or if I don't like this, or I wouldn't play this myself, I don't think I would be doing this. Like when we did Myst, for instance, it was a game that we did that was something that we wanted to play, and the products that we're making, we just want to put that kind of fun and personal, put ourselves into it in such a way as to make it fun for other people. And, the book thing is something that's relatively new. There's a lot of ways to show a book in an AR universe. But the thing I think that we do differently, as I said before, is we're bringing all this game experience, the visual experience, animation. These things are going to come alive, and they're going to be a lot of fun.
Let's hear from Tom.
Yeah, thanks so much for your pitch, Chuck. And I was a big fan of Myst, so cool to hear you worked on that. I'm curious to hear, for the augmented reality, do you have a specific type of target customer that you're looking to provide services for?
Well, so far it tends to be more merchant-based. Like Hannaford is a client with Amro Systems I'm currently working with. We're in the process of developing a couple of things for them, and have done, and Amro's done a lot of things, and I'm sort of taking the arts side of that and animation side of that and helping them out. And obviously with, we're looking at Mason's Brewery. That's, again, it's another type of client that's promoting a product. So in as far as clients go, that's kind of what we're looking for with the outside AR stuff that we want to do.
Awesome. And Mason's Brewery, is that in Brewer, Maine?
It's in Brewer, Maine, yes.
Okay, so I thought, just for our viewers at home who were curious. All right, thank you so much. Congratulations on all your accomplishments, and we wish you the best of luck. We need to take a quick break. When we come back, our judges are going to talk this out. Don't go away.
Through their efforts to support Maine entrepreneurs who are growing our economy, Greenlight Maine is making our state a better place to start and operate a business. For these efforts and the creation of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation at Thomas College is proud to be a sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
ARB's advisors are providing savvy solutions to Greenlight Maine startups, closely held businesses, and organizations that operate internationally. And we're doing it the way you'd want Mainers to, guided by our local, sensible values.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our viewers at home want to know what our judges think. This is our deliberation time. Let's kick it off with Tom, and let's talk about bluShift, only because they pitched first. Really, these are two superstars, aren't they?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, aerospace is obviously high risk, high reward, and they're going to need a lot of investment, I think, to be successful. So the next 6 months will be crucial, but it's very exciting to think about the long-term impact they could have on the state of Maine.
Absolutely. Maria.
I agree with Tom. I think he's the founder's in a very hot market. I don't think he'll have any problem attracting very qualified talent from the state of Maine to participate and help him hit his goals. I think getting this first launch to successfully occur is critical, and then funding is going to be very important going forward. So holds a lot of promise with obstacles ahead.
Yeah, you said it, $69 billion over the next decade. So such an opportunity for him and for Maine. Okay, Nick.
I can't wait to see the launch. I really hope everything goes smoothly. And as both of my peers here mentioned, it is high risk, high reward. But I think one thing that really has stood out in hearing that pitch and hearing a little bit more from Sasha was that his engineering team, a lot of it at least, is working for free right now, just because they believe in the work that Sasha's doing and believe in the work that the company's doing. So I loved hearing that, and hope, fingers crossed, everything goes smoothly.
Yeah, he will definitely put Maine on the map as far as aerospace goes. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about Chuck Carter Media, formerly known as Eager Games. Tom.
Yeah, I love the idea of the virtual books, and it's clear that Chuck and his team are deeply talented and have a ton of experience. So my primary question with them is how do they scale and how do they grow in a way where they're able to achieve everything they're hoping for?
Yeah, you folks spend time with these companies off camera. You learn so much. You know, his long-term goal is to become a publishing house with 2D books. I mean, that's cutting edge, right, Maria?
Absolutely. I think it's a wonderful market that he is going after. I'm excited about what he's tackling. I also think it'll be interesting to watch who some of the competitors might be in the market. And I'd be interested to see a bit more about customer testimonials from customers that he's worked with up to this point.
Augmented reality branding. I'm sure there are so many companies out there that would like to work with him and just use his brain for their marketing, right? Nick?
100%. I mean, what a smart person, what a talented person. I mean, his background is unassailable. It's really, really exciting to hear that he's working on something new, something that's so exciting. And, you know, he mentioned on screen and off screen, you know, he only works on what's fun. And, you know, when that's the mindset, I can't imagine things not paying off. So I can't wait to see how it unfolds.
Great. Well, some great discussion, two outstanding companies. You know, I always say I'm glad I'm not the judge because it's really a tough decision when you have two people, two companies with so much experience that have done so much for our state and beyond. So thank you all so very much for being a judge today. All right, we need to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to explore our new series called Elevating Voices, and we have a conversation with our co-host, Alyne Cistone. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Do online reviews really matter? They sure do. If you received feedback from a customer face-to-face, you would not ignore them. So you shouldn't ignore online feedback either. Cultivate a relationship with your customers by asking for their recommendations and responding to all reviews that you receive. Even if they are frustrating, respond with a smile. Why? On average, reviews produce a significant uplift in sales. Displaying reviews on your website gives a potential customer more confidence in their purchase decisions, leading to higher conversion rates. It can also help strengthen your brand's credibility and reliability. People are 4 times more likely to buy a product that has at least 5 reviews. Get this working in your favor today.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. We are back at the Harris Seekit Inn this week in Freeport, one of our underwriters, and they do so much for businesses in Maine, and we thank them so much for being on board with us. We have a very special treat again. I'd like to welcome back my co-host to our new series, Alyne Cistone, for Elevating Voices. We met you, we met you a long time ago when we started working on the show, but we talked to you last week about your company. You're an attorney and everything that you do trying to get people to move to Maine to either take a job, open a business, or what have you.
Absolutely. And it's just been an honor doing that work and more, and being able to be a resource for many who are hoping to put down roots and be successful. And you'll see a lot of that come through in the new series. And you'll see how inspiring that series would be, how people are doing it, who is supporting them, how they're accessing resources. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for the rest of us to see that.
We have 12 companies that we're going to highlight throughout 6 episodes. Now, one good point is this is not a competition. This is a feature program where 2 companies will be featured each week for 6 weeks, and they'll receive $5,000 from Bangor Savings Bank, which is just an amazing contribution on their part.
What an incredible show of generosity by Bangor Savings Bank. We know we couldn't do a lot of what we're doing now without them and others, and so we want to acknowledge them for that. But most importantly, we want to thank the honorees for honoring us with their stories, for trusting us to provide the platform for them to share what they do and how they've been doing it. They're really a part of who we are. They're our friends, they're our neighbors, they're members of our community, and they've done so much for us. They're creating so much impact across Maine, and I cannot wait for this show to just acknowledge them for who they are and what they're doing.
And it doesn't matter if they've been here 20 years or one day. We include them, we welcome them, we support them. And the journey hasn't been easy, and that's going to come out in the show. And that's what makes them so inspiring. And just hearing their stories and everything that they've overcome to their success today, I think it's really going to impact people and show that Maine is a great place and everybody is rooting for you.
Absolutely. The show is there to support them, to honor them, but we're also committed to providing support beyond the show. So there's so much to do, but there's so many things we're going to learn about these businesses. I cannot wait to work with them beyond the show. This is exciting, Julene. Thank you so much for providing this opportunity for me and for others as well. Can't wait.
I'm just thrilled to have you part of our team. So,
thank you.
Yes. And we're not going to give away the companies just yet. You're going to have to tune in and watch. And we'll be right back with today's winner, so don't go away.
Through their efforts to support Maine entrepreneurs who are growing our economy, Greenlight Maine is making our state a better place to start and operate a business. For these efforts and the creation of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation at Thomas College is proud to be a sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. We heard from two outstanding companies who are making great strides in their industries, bluShift Aerospace and Chuck Carter Media. Now it's time to find out who is moving on in the competition. Judges, I'm going to count you down from 3. 3, 2, 1. And that means bluShift Aerospace is moving on in the competition and will compete in the semifinal round. How does it feel, Sasha?
That's fantastic news. We're very excited.
And that's a wrap on our regular season Best of the Best series. 13 semifinalists will pitch off in a competition, and then 3 will go to the finale. Join us next week when we start our college edition. We have some great students this year that you're not going to want to miss. And then later, we have a new series called Elevating Voices, where we'll be promoting racially diverse, minority-owned companies, and you're definitely going to want to see that. We'll see you next week. Have a great evening.